This might be the smartest VTuber ever. She claimed she held a PhD in theoretical physics from MIT, one of, if not the most prestigious universities in the world. And people believed her. In just 2 months, she gained over 10,000 followers. Her streams were filled with complex theories, philosophy, and math. I mean, what's not to like about a smart anime girl? So how did one simple misspelling cause her entire career to spiral out of control, to the point she had to issue 3 apologies and delete her entire channel? Yeah, let's talk about that. This is Areayo, a VTuber from Korea who blew up by advertising an insanely impressive background. People didn't just watch her for entertainment, they watched her because she was supposed to be the real deal. But as her audience grew, so did the scrutiny, and the first red flag was her age. She claimed to be born in 1999. That would make her 25 with a PhD from MIT. Not impossible, but rare enough that those people usually end up in articles, interviews, or some kind of public record. She didn't. People started asking questions, and she would have gotten away with it too if she hadn't made one stupid mistake on her livestream. Eventually, she posted what she called a clarification. She said she wasn't born in 1999. She was actually born in 1993, and she was born in the US. She also said since she admitted to lying about her age, people should stop questioning her. But here's the thing, she answered one question very thoroughly and completely ignored the other. To back up her story, she posted a photo of her passport, and honestly, this should have been the end of it. The explanation made way more sense. Being born in 1993 and being a US citizen fit the timeline way better. I mean, no one would be dumb enough to fake a passport just for internet clout, right? But despite the passport, people weren't convinced. At this point, she had 2 options. Ignore the drama and let it slowly die down, or go live and prove everything once and for all. She chose the second option. Looking back, this is where it really started to fall apart. She went live and showed her MIT degree on stream. This was the worst decision she could have made. Her channel is gone now, and the VODs are deleted. But here is a screenshot from that stream. I'll pause here for a few seconds. Take a look at this degree. Really look at it. What do you see? The department listed, the signatures, the seal. Now look at the title. This is the kind of mistake you only make when you think no one is really watching. Did you catch it? There are actually 2 problems. First, it wasn't even a physics degree. And second, the word doctor was spelled doctor with an E. The moment chat noticed, it was completely over. She ended the stream almost immediately. But that misspelling, it wasn't even the craziest part of the story. Because someone who had been working with her for months was about to reveal something that explained everything. Not long after, she posted an apology. The title said it all. I'm sorry, everything was fake. She claimed she was actually born in 1999. She attended Hanyang University, majored in mechanical engineering, and worked as a researcher at Hyundai Motors. She said she never studied abroad and she was just a normal Korean woman. And at first, this apology sounded genuine. But now that people knew she lied about everything, why believe anything? Her age, her education, her nationality, even her gender. Honestly, if the story ended here, it'd just be another internet scandal. But someone far closer to her was about to speak up. A post appeared on the community forums, written by her YouTube editor. He proved it was really him by showing project files, timelines, and backhand access to the channel. And his post explained everything. He said they met through a mutual connection and started working together as the channel grew. Over time, she told him countless stories about her life, all reinforcing the idea that she was exactly who she was claiming to be. But slowly, things stopped lining up. She told viewers her VTuber model costed $12,000 to commission. The editor found the exact same model online for 2,000 yen. He even saw another streamer using it. Another strange thing, the audio and mouth tracking was constantly out of sync. So bad that he had to manually adjust the timeline so the mouth movement looked believable. At the time, he brushed it off. The content was fun. The channel was growing. He was even moderating her forums, deleting posts questioning her gender or academics, because he genuinely believed her. He wasn't just editing videos, he was protecting her reputation. When the accusations got serious, he finally asked her for proof. Because they were quote-unquote close, he asked for a photo of her passport, uncensored. And that's when he noticed something was wrong. The text looked off. almost like it was AI generated. That's when it clicked. Everything he had been told was a lie. Once the editor confirmed that the audio had been resynced manually, it basically confirmed the biggest theory people had. She was actually a guy using a voice changer.
아 몰라 잠깐만. 나 잠깐만 이론 논리 좀 까보갈게요 지금.
You don't need to understand the tech, just the implication. There's latencies, processing delays, especially when mouse tracking is involved. And suddenly, all the weird inconsistencies made sense. Now, here's what's important to understand. The problem was never using a female VTuber model. Plenty of people do that, openly, and no one cares. The problem is intentionally deceiving your audience and selling them on a lie for money. That's the line. 2 days later, another apology dropped. This time, she admitted she was actually a male, born in 2009, and kept lying because he liked the attention. And for some reason, he ended the post by saying, "And as a punishment, I will do a cosplay livestream." Yeah, that never happened. The channel was deleted shortly after. Now you might be wondering, how did she talk about complex math and physics in the first place? 2 reasons. First, the streams themselves were often shallow, more like reading definitions than actually explaining concepts. Second, this image. The editor himself was a student at Seoul National University. He spent countless nights studying these topics so he could edit the videos in a way that actually made sense to the viewers. And here's the part that I still find wild. After all this, people told the editor, "Maybe you should be the VTuber." And he actually did it. Same model, now streaming on his own. I kept asking myself, why would someone lie this far? Honestly, this is the only explanation that made sense to me. The VTuber scene right now is hyper competitive. If you're not signed to a major agency, your odds are slim. And agencies have their own ecosystems. Fans of one member usually watch others too in the same group. If you're independent, you have to stand out. Another bunny girl isn't enough anymore. For fuck's sakes, we've got real monks debuting as VTubers now. How on earth are you supposed to compete with that? Well, unless you debut as a genius from MIT. What started as a way to be unique completely backfired. Look, I'm sure he was young and stupid and didn't think lying on the internet mattered, which is fair enough. But once you start forging degrees and allegedly federal documents, you have to ask yourself, was it ever worth it? Here's what gets me about this whole thing. The editor said the streams were genuinely interesting. I agree from the clips I've seen. The irony is that the person who actually understood the content, the editor from Seoul National University, was working behind the scenes the whole time. And now, he is the one streaming. Same model, same topics, but this time, it's real. If you enjoyed the video, check these out as well.